How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo Taku Anime Channel, back again with episode 6 of Love Live's English dub, as I promised, because apparently Mnet decided to stream 2 new episodes today, so now I have to do double the work that I had to do last week. But I'm prepared because I had the thumbnails already set up for the first 3 episodes and whatnot. So let's get started, guys. So last episode we had the whole Nico focused episode with her Nico ni idol cuteness kawaii thing, right, in English dub. So Nico joined the School Life Club, and yeah, that was about it, basically. Now we have 7 members of Muse, and if you guys were thinking that in this episode we just get the last 2 members, then you're dead wrong, because we'll do that eventually later. So in this episode, it focuses more back to the idol thing, sort of, and like just sort of their group and whatnot, and sort of like, you know, since we become such a large group of 7, we need to go manage it and work out the quirks and stuff like that. So basically, I think the gist of this episode is that they were discussing together as a group and as a club on who would be the center, and basically that means who would be the leader of the group, or who would be in the lead when they're dancing and singing and whatnot, right? And like, you know, it would be an obvious choice to pick Honoka because she was the leader for when she had like Umi, Kotori, and the first years and whatnot, right? So yeah, the obvious choice would be her, right? But they're discussing this. Nico, being the School Idol Research Club manager, technically she's the leader of the club, she wants to be the center. But, I mean, I don't think anyone ever would probably, well, no one really doubts or trusts Nico being the leader or whatever. It's just what she wants, but I mean, it's okay. So anyways, it goes to discussions like, oh, who should be the center? And then they do all these cute fun things where they're hanging out together. We see a little bit about the group hanging out. Now, like, one of the things I really enjoy about this episode is, or not this episode, the series, is that, you know, we see a lot of these characters, right? We learn a lot about them themselves, like the single lead characters, but then when you band them together, they act differently, and just like really just, it's like you don't recognize them anymore, sort of way, or like they're really different when they're hanging out together. And you see that a lot with Honoka, Kotori, and Umi, the trio. We see that with Kaio, Rin, and Maki. And when they're all 6 of those 3 are together, like, you know, they're like kind of random. And then with Nico added on, like Nico's herself, like Nico ni and whatever. But then she's with the group, like they act so differently together. So basically, the whole club and team is hanging out, just having fun, right? Trying to deduce who should be the leader, and like, oh, the leader can do this. Like, do they go to like an arcade Dance Dance Evolution thing, right? And like the leader can do this, or the center, I keep saying leader, the center should be able to do this and all these things, right? So they're trying to find out the qualities of a leader. Honoka in the club is saying like, oh, you know, I don't really care. Like, I don't like, you guys want to make another leader? That's cool, because, you know, she never originally designed herself to be the leader per se, or center. I keep saying leader. But anyways, yeah, so this whole episode is just a whole bunch of fun with them hanging out and doing these ridiculous things, eventually trying to think about like what it means to be the center or the leader of this team and whatnot. And it all comes down to the end discussion where basically, I cannot say anything. Basically, it comes to discussion where, okay, in the end of the day, guys, like, we did all these things. We saw that the leader has to be smart or something like that. They have to be like the most athletic or something like that. They have to be the most kawaii, cute, or whatever thing. Because like when they're hanging out and doing these random things, they're like measuring like 3 different categories. They're singing, dancing, or whatever, right? But then in the end of the day, it's like, you know what? We're all so good at being one thing, right? There's no person that's like best at everything. So I was like, okay, so who do we make our leader? And then, you know, it comes back to like square one. It was like, okay, at the end of this day, guys, we're gonna find out who the center and who the leader will be of this club, or this Muse, basically. And then at the end of the day, it's like, we don't know, like, who should we pick now, because we didn't get an answer. And then Honoka comes up with the best Honoka answer ever. Why don't we all take turns being the center / leader? Problem solved. And then I was, of course, you know, the person I watched was like, okay, why not? Yeah, sure, that sounds cool. But then everyone's like doubtful of Honoka's answers. Like, did you just really just say that? Like, really? Like, you want to take turns being the center so everyone can be in the center? I was like, yeah. And it's like, but that's so unimaginable, but it's not impossible. You see? So even though Honoka says the randomest things ever, it's not all impossible. So, you know, They could all take turns being the center, being on the spotlight, being the leader, being in front, you know, and they could do that. It's just gonna be hard choreographing that because there's like 7 and then 2 other members coming up, so 9 people in this soon-to-be group. But it's not impossible, so that's like, you know, that made me like really like Honoka, because she's like, Honoka's just Honoka, she's funny and hilarious, but then, you know, when it comes down to it, she's like really serious, and like, she'll just like say these crazy things, right? And you think like, are you serious? Like, can we really do that? It's like, yeah, why not? It's not possible. So yeah, then that basically that everyone just at that point decides that Honoka would be the leader, but you know, everyone of course would be taking turns at center when they're dancing and singing. But in overall this, Honoka is the leader. Where is she? In here, yeah, there. She's the leader of the group because she's the one that sort of like can think outside the box, or just like, you know, sort of do what she just does whatever she wants to do, and that's what they say in the anime. She does whatever she wants to do, and that's why she's the leader, and that's why Honoka is freaking hilarious and just cool, and I like her character too. And yeah, so yeah, they decide who the leader is. Now, episode 7, if I could recall from my timeline, because I cannot actually remember what happens next episode. I'm assuming next episode is where we finally get to the point of recruiting the last 2 members of the group. And no, actually, scratch that, I totally forgot one more thing. They have a new song at the end, because basically what happens is at the end of the episode, it's like, oh, you know, we have 7 members of Muse now, we should do a new song or something like that. And I was like, oh, you're right, you're totally right, like, why not? And then they do a song, you have the cool dancing and stuff, of course, and bam, like, awesome CG. I totally love making the CG. I was able to put all 7 girls in this whole CG, or this thumbnail. That was pretty amazing. And this song, I don't especially dislike this song. I don't have it on my phone all the time to listen to whenever I'm doing whatever. But I mean, it was a good song. I think, what song was it called? I don't remember exactly what song it's called. But yeah, the song was the song. It was cool. I liked it. I have it over there on my laptop, okay? So I can just get it whenever I want to. But anyways, that is the end of the video, guys. I'm kind of tired for talking so much. But next episode, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but correct me, next episode is where we are going to go and recruit the last 2 members of the group. And if you guys don't know who it is, because you probably didn't see the opening or whatever, then go look it up or check it out. Check out the opening, you'll see all 9 members of Muse there. So actually, you know what? I have to cover episodes 7 and 8 because they streamed 2 new episodes. Damn it! Okay, never mind, guys. Like the video if you guys like School Live, or School Live, did I just say that? Love Live. And subscribe, because next week I'll have to cover 2 more episodes. That means I have to go get those thumbnails done. And follow me on Twitter at @theDomotaku, because I might say some stuff about like, oh, why the frick was there 2 episodes and I didn't tell me? Or Mnet tells me that, you know, there are 2 episodes or 3 episodes this week or whatever. I don't know, guys. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku Anime channel. So take care, guys, and mata ne.